What up, YouTube? It's your boy Black Market. Wanted to get with you again for another market review. Like always, let's start with the ES, the SPY, the Q, and the VIX. I wasn't around for the market action during the day today, but I seen that the market did have a crazy reaction today to some news. So wanted to cover that too. And overall, market still looks decently strong, although we are pulling back to the 21. Got the ES here right above that 21, as well as the SPY and the Q. One thing to note is you can see here on the VIX now that 21 is starting to flatten out, and that VIX is closed above the 21 on the daily. So we can easily see some more strength on that VIX moving back up towards that 100-day MA line. And what that means for the market is we definitely can see more downside. So you want to be careful right now, especially with that 21 flattening out. That's definitely showing some signs of strength in the VIX, right? It's not pointing in that downwards angle anymore. And you can kind of see where the ES, that's starting to flatten out a bit. The SPY is starting to kind of flatten out a bit, and as well as the Qs. We're not really seeing that upward trend in this line like we're used to seeing. And you can definitely see volume came in here. Volume came in on the SPY, and we had some pretty decent selling volume on the Q for the day as well. Not above average, but still pretty decent volume. So I ended up putting together this dashboard last night, and it's pretty clean. You can see here it's got your moving averages here, so it basically tells you if they're bullish stacked or bearish stacked. And this is basically pulling in your 8 EMA, your 21, your 34, and your 55, and it's showing if those moving averages are stacked or not. And then I've got the 30-minute, hourly, 2-hour, 4-hour, daily, and 3-day squeezes. And these boxes just show the squeeze count. So this is basically showing, right, and this is going off the TTM squeeze. So with the TTM squeeze, it's got those red dots. So it's basically just giving you the number of red dots. If it's a squeeze count of 10, basically it's 10 or more. And then you can see if that squeeze has fired with a green dot. I've got it in here where it shows a squeeze fire. It's a pretty slick dashboard that I got off YouTube and built. And there's a little bit more tweaking I'm going to do just for my own personal feel and just for aesthetic purposes. But it's pretty legit. Definitely helps me get through looking at squeeze setups a heck of a lot quicker. I think this cut the time I can get down looking through my stocks in about I think it cut it to about a third of the time it usually takes. So it's pretty good. So a couple of stocks I'm looking at for tomorrow. Right now I'm really focusing on that hourly squeeze in the 30-minute, and I'll take a peek at that 30-minute squeeze in the morning. But as of right now, let's go through a couple on the hourly squeeze. So we've got Disney right here that's showing the squeeze count of 10. And then we've got Nike, which is showing the squeeze count of 6. Roku, you can see it's already fired, but let's check these guys out. And before we do that too, you can see I pulled up this hourly on the ES. So check this out. This was like around 11, and this was when Biden announced that capital gains increase, that increase in taxes on that capital gains. And I think this was like a 5-minute candle looking back at some smaller price action today, but that's a heck of a drop, right? And you can see where it was squeezing, by that Brian pressure is building here, and then that squeeze fired the other direction. But I mean, we went from what 41.71 all the way down to 41.22. So we had a 50-point drop in an hour. So, anyways, let's check out Diz. And that's why I like to trade right now on these shorter time frames, because the market can be pretty volatile, right? So you can see this is a nice little squeeze on Disney here, and it's actually building that pressure to the downside. So if that continued pressure was to continue throughout the morning tomorrow, coming in the open, I look for an entry right at that 183.31 level to short down, right? And if we look at Nike, let's see what young Nike looked like. Nike's pretty much set up the same way. I actually, this squeeze, is a little bit younger. So we got about five to six count on this guy. And you can see here it's squeezing underneath that mid Bollinger Band. What I like to see when I'm buying puts or looking to play a stock that's moving down, pretty much the exact opposite of playing a call. I like to see that candle beneath, right, that 5 MA. Right now, it's above that 5 MA, so we could definitely see it push back up towards that top Bollinger Band on the 1 hour. But when I like to see that candle open below that 5 minute and then come up and retest that mid Bollinger Band, then I look for an entry there on a play back down when it's in the squeeze. So we'll see. Like I always say, you can't really have biases when it comes to the market. Pretty much, you got to just take what the market gives, right? And just kind of go from there. And we'll see how things play out. So with that said, you guys have a good trading week. Rest of your trading week, I guess. Right, tomorrow's Friday. Don't do anything stupid or regret it over the weekend. Like I've always been told, and like I practice, size down on Fridays, take smaller positions. Don't take anything but A plus setups, right, on Fridays. You're looking to trade in those first couple hours, get in, get out. So, anyways, appreciate you guys. If you like the content, please like the video, subscribe. Talk to you later.